Hi there friends, this is Chris with Peace of Mind Art and Craft. Today I'm going to revive a video that I did last year. It's about making your own gift bags, and I've been making my own for years. I sell them up at the Foothills Art Center during the holiday art market, and I make some Christmas ones, but I mostly make just regular style. And I find that they really sell very well, both as gift bags, and they're also a wonderful place to put your supplies in around your craft room. You can open them up, and of course these are the large size. I'm going to show you first. I'm going to show you all the ones that I've done recently. There is a video which I will link below. Just look below this video where it says more, then click on more, and it'll give you a link to go to that video where I show you actually how to make these. I am going to make one towards the end of this video just so you can kind of get the idea of what goes into making them and how easy they are. So I am going to show you first off the ones that I made recently. These are the large size that I make. I don't sell too many of the large size. I mostly sell the medium and the smaller sizes, but I'll show you these. And I'll read them for you, just in case you can't see them all on camera. You are pretty much my most favorite of all in the history of ever. I love that saying. Those of you that know my work know that I use a lot of sayings on my work, and it's no exception. These bags will all pretty much all have sayings on them. Maybe just one word, but usually some kind of a saying that relates to what is on the package. On this one I use some, now on these you can use heavier items, dimensional items, because they won't be, of course they won't be like inside a journal where they have to be flat. Although if you want them to make them for inside of a journal, you can just make sure all of what's on here is fairly flat so that could fit inside a journal. Of course, this one would be kind of big for a journal. This one would make an excellent gift bag to put a journal inside of. Here's another large size that I made. This one says, "The beach is my happy place." On this one I used a paper napkin for the background. Used some ribbon with sailboats on it. This one I attached a mermaid charm to the top. Okay, next up we have my medium-sized bags. I'll show you those. This one says, "Take those broken wings and learn to fly. You were only waiting for this moment to arise." This is actually from a Beatles song called Blackbird. Just sitting here thinking about you. And then down here by the dog it says, "We'll be cute for food." Here's a bag with Marilyn on it. "Every woman needs a man who will ruin her lipstick, not her mascara." This is a piece of fabric on here. I use fabric and paper. "Friendship isn't a big thing, it's a million little things." I love this one. It's a fun saying. "She was a modern girl with a vintage soul." Here's one with another photograph. I kissed a dog and I liked it. Now, where do I get these photographs? Where do I get these? The sayings I actually print on the computer. And then sometimes, if you want to, sometimes you can ink them, which I did on this. I inked the sayings on this one. And I also inked around this one, around the border. Just kind of make it look old. The photographs I get off the internet. Sometimes you have to look and see if they're old enough to not be in the public domain, or to be in the public domain now. In other words, that there's no copyright on them. And a lot of them I also get off of digitals. They're old. Usually they're old black and white prints that are in the public domain. They're no longer under copyright. Or, if you want to, if you're a photographer, you can print your own pictures and use those because you took the photograph, so it's your property. Okay, here's some more of the medium size. This one I used an old music paper for the background. Handle every situation like a dog. If you can't eat it or play with it, pee on it and walk away. Isn't that the truth? A friend is someone who knows the song in your heart and sings it to you when you forget the words. Now, these sayings that I use, they're all pretty common sayings, but you can print and use sayings, and then, of course, if it's like a literary from a book or something like that, then you should give credit to the author. But a lot of these sayings that we have now, we don't really know who said them. This one says, "Life is a great big canvas. Throw all the paint on it you can." Here's a saying for a teacher that I love. To learn and never be filled is wisdom. To teach and never be weary is love. I do need to say that I'm sorry that it's been so long since I've been on doing a video. I have had a pretty busy summer. And recently my husband was sick. He's okay now. So that took up some time. And I've been busy with my Etsy shop. It hasn't been as busy as usual, but I sure appreciate all of you going over to my Etsy shop and just looking, or perhaps picking something up for yourself or a gift. I have lots of stuff over there that's good for gifts, and I also have lots of my slow stitch kits over there. And a little heads up, I am coming out with a new kit. It's called On the Farm, so it will go well with the other kits that I have out already, and that the video for that should be coming out soon. Here's some small ones. Home is where the cat is. You are my cup of tea. Sometimes on the way to a dream, you find a better one. Meet me by the sea. Life is about using the whole box of crayons. Now you'll notice I put a ribbon on the top of each one, and I like to do that so that it's attached to just one side, and then usually I put a little daub of glue underneath the ribbon to kind of hold it in place, so that when the bag is open, I'm sorry, it's open, so that when the bag is open, the ribbon kind of stays in place and doesn't like float all around. So you can just put your piece of tissue paper right in there, and then put your little gift or whatever you're gonna have in there. This one is an example of one that does not have any saying on it. I just thought it was really pretty just the way it is. If cats could text you back, they wouldn't. Here's another one of the if cats could text you back. And then here's one with the Eiffel Tower, a picture of the Eiffel Tower. This is from a digital that I bought online. The photograph, the digital, and then I added the saying, keep your dream alive, and then I added the little bling to the Eiffel Tower. And I've also been making some Christmas ones. Here's a couple of those. A wish for peace and happiness at Christmas. Keep calm and hang mistletoe. These two I used little snowflakes that I had. And here's another one. This one has a little bells up here, little charm. Unlike gifts that come and go, or tinsel in the attic stowed, may the spirit of peace we hold so dear remain with us throughout the year. So you can see I've been busy. I am going to show you how to make one. First of all, where do you get the bags? You can get them at a lot of different places. You can actually decorate bags that you already have, like plain bags. A lot of times you'll get these plain craft bags. They'll be the this craft color. This is what you call craft color. And you can, you know, save them and decorate them yourself. Kind of reusing them. Here's one that I've been getting a lot of my bags all along for years at both Michael's, mainly though Joann's and Hobby Lobby. And especially Hobby Lobby, because Hobby Lobby a lot of times will have them on sale. So they really are economical when they're on sale. Recently, this past, I think it was the past spring, I got some at Hobby Lobby that had been marked on clearance, which was really good prices on those. So I don't know if they got a different brand or if they just stopped having those certain colors or sizes or what, but Hobby Lobby is a really good place for getting both clearance items and also sale items. Okay, this one I'm going to use. I got a photograph out of some ladies way back in the day. This is probably in the 50s, maybe 50s, 60s. They were bathing beauties on the beach. And what I'm going to do is I am going to just do a little bit of inking around the edge. And I'll do a little bit of inking around the edge of the saying. The saying's going to be, the best antiques are old friends. Usually we start out with a background. So today I'm going to use a napkin. I purchased these napkins at in Cape Cod when I went there. They were pretty pricey, but I just loved them. They're real beachy. And you get a lot of them. When you buy a whole pack of them, you get a lot of them. Let's see. I took one of the backing papers off already. I'm not sure if this has one or two backing papers on it, but I'm going to check and see. Yeah, it has another one on it. And then this, of course, actually this does have a little bit of texture on it. You could use it, you could print on this one. It does have a little bit of a design. But I usually just use them, you know, as a blot off paper. Just so they get used, so they don't get... And I'm going to glue it on here. What I'll do is I will just cover. Now, since it's tissue paper, I'm just going to use the dryer glue, which is the glue stick. That way, it won't smush up the paper too badly, so that I can't, so that it doesn't seep through there and get the napkin all wet, because then it might, sorry, I'm concentrating on this here, can't talk. If it gets it too wet, then it seeps through and it makes it too wrinkly, and there's more of a possibility that the napkin paper will tear. Okay, and I have as always, usually I have a cloth. I just use old, torn up, of course washed t-shirts, and then I use those to wipe up anything I spill, or to catch any glue that seeps up from the edges. I'm just going to put this on here. I noticed I didn't put quite enough glue up here on the top, so I'm going to kind of run some more glue up there. Push this in there. And you can turn it over. Now, a lot of times if you wait until this is dry, it's probably a better idea. This side part I'm going to cut a little bit wider down here, because I'm going to bend it over. And this bottom part, I'm going to be real careful that I don't cut through the bag. Okay, now you can save these little scraps if you want. I'm gonna open this out. And I will glue this down to the bag. With this tissue paper, you don't need a whole lot of glue. And that kind of has it go over the side. Okay. So we got that taken care of. Now I'm going to use my art glitter glue, and I'm going to glue down these ladies. Whoops, I think my glue stuck shut. I'm going to put my pin in there and always glue around the edges. And then a little bit on the inside. Now usually when I use this type of glue, I can use a dry or extremely, just a little bit of damp cloth to get off the excess. And then here's our saying. I have to determine where we want to put that. I think I'll put it up there. Okay. There we go. Very cute. Now it needs a ribbon. I'm going to use this this blue ribbon. This is it's very thin. It's wired. Sometimes if the ribbon is real heavy and it's wired, I take the wires out. But this is kind of a thinner ribbon, so I don't really feel like I need to take the wires out on this one. So I might put a charm on this. Let me see here a second. I'm gonna go ahead and this would be when I put a charm on it if I wanted one. I think I might put some shells on this one a bit here. This video is almost over, so I want to thank you for joining me today. If you could click and hit the like button, I'd appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed yet, I'd love it if you would subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye for now.